military heritage is incredible. Actually, 3 periods we have lived with militaries from different nations. Let's start with the French period. Started in 1608, French colony, and lasted until a battle that took place on the plains of Abraham between the British and the French. Now during that period, there were French militaries that came here to protect the colony. Let me show you what they look like. Three corners, huh? That's right. And they built elements of fortification here on this site. You will see that while you're touring. And then came the British, fought the French, won, and then they're the ones who ruled here. And they brought militaries here. Some of them stayed and some came later on in the colony. And that lasted until 1867, they governed here. And that's what they look like. It's stucco. Okay? They are the ones who built the citadel in 1820. We're going to talk about the citadel. In 1867, Confederation, and we become a country. The Canadian period. And so we also have militaries. Right now, we have a regiment. We have 2 bases here, Canadian military. Okay, thank you very much. Now, why did we build this big citadel? Who, after the French left this country, who became the #1 enemy to the British? That's right, the Americans became the #1 enemy. Well, the 7-Year War caused a lot of other countries strongly taxed their colony, and so the Americans wanted their independence. Listen, their colony wasn't too big, and they were certain that they would gain more territory. Let me show you what it looked like then. The American colony then. And this is the whole United States and Canada. They only have this part here. With red. So they wanted to gain more territory also. So there was a battle, many battles, between the British and the Americans. One of them was here in Quebec City. The Americans did not win that one, but they must have won very important ones because they received their independence and also a little bit more territory, Indian territory. Okay? And then afterwards, of course, the American wanted to expand in their country. Okay? It was normal, more territory. Let me show you. That's what they had gained with their independence, what's in yellow, right next to the red. Okay? And then if you see the green part, that belonged to France. Instead of fighting the French, they bought it. Napoleon sold that part here called the Ohio Valley or Louisiana. Okay? So now they were much more territory. And then in 1810, one of their ships were attacked, warships, by the British. Well, they weren't too happy about that. And they closed their port to the British. And they were thinking of war. That's how it came to be the 1812 war. Also going up north for more territory. Well, after the 1812 war, there was a treaty. The Americans or the British did not gain anything. We still kept the same borders. But still, the British were afraid of American invasion. And that's when they constructed these big citadels like this. I say like this because it is a French military who really developed this system named Vauban. Go to France, talk about Vauban, everybody knows Vauban. He built about 80 this kind of fortification. This kind, because it has a star shape. And the system here is to cross fire. And it is so well organized, to be honest with you, that every spot inside the walls are covered by artillery fire. But this one here is very well made. I'll show you what it looks like while fire. I want to go in the place while we're touring, and you'll see that the cannons are really facing into in a way that the fire crosses. Remember, during that time, nor the rifles nor the cannons were precise, so they needed to cross fire. Okay? Ever since it's been built, there's always been a garrison living inside. It's 1920. It is le Royal 22e Régiment. I will talk about them. They have quite a wonderful history. Just behind you, you have this gate here. You've probably seen throughout the city other gates. St. Louis, St. John, they're different from this one. So that's the way they look like when they were first built. So that is authentic. It also is the entrance, the official entrance inside the citadel. Okay? This citadel has 37 acres, so it is one of the biggest and most impressive at this time in North America. Just behind me you have two flags. On the side here you have the 2nd Battalion standard. On the other side you have the flag of the Canadian Armed Force. This regiment here is an infantry regiment, and they have a motto. It's on this side here. You see, je me souviens. Probably you've seen the je me souviens on license plate. It is a camouflage motto also. And then it means I remember my history, my origin, my language. But for this division, this unity, I mean, it means I remember my comrades who died during combat. And during the tour, you will see they have a special way to remember them every day. Any questions?